that would motivate not only the people who would be awarded, but people at large. I think any recognition motivates more and more people. That's why people who are awarded, they are special. But there are many more that will motivate not only the people who would be awarded, special recognition, people at just large, by being here. Because I think in my view, more and more people, anybody that's why people is given anything, no matter how small it is, maybe just a smile. There are many more that will motivate shows not only the people and I think be awarded, but the industry has shown a lot. Puneet talked about helping so many people with the foods that were, I know how many food packets were distributed. And I exactly know that
Swagatam Kushamadi, welcome Swadika.
Bienvenue.
Swagatam
Willkommen.
Shalom. Welcome Swadika.
IIHM calls you in with arms wide open, one true friend. Swagatam, Kushamadid, you are welcome, oh my Habib.
Swagatam Kushamadid. IIHM is what we need. Welcome home, Swadika. We love to serve you, marhaba.
Grow, innovate, the gift you got. Realize your potential, stop you not. One inspiration, true serenity. 50 nations and hospitality is what brings us together on April 24th. We all are here together to take the leap of faith.
Come celebrate International Hospitality Day. Come celebrate International Hospitality Day. Let's celebrate Hospitality Day.
अतिथि देवो भव।
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all the ladies and gentlemen. All the ladies and gentlemen who've logged in from different parts of the world to celebrate the International Hospitality Day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my absolute pleasure to invite Professor David Foskett, MBE and CMA, Chairman, International Hospitality Council, for his welcome speech. Over to you, Professor David Foskett.
Good morning from London, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It gives me enormous pleasure to address you this morning, this afternoon, this evening, to International Hospitality Day. How wonderful it is to celebrate hospitality. To be human is to be hospitable. To be hospitable is to be human. All of us have missed, during the pandemic, the lockdown, the beauty, the friendship of hospitality, and most of all, the well-being that hospitality provides us all with. And one thing that we've all learned, not just how important hospitality is to the world in terms of world economies, but also how important it is as human beings. It's part of our humanity and our welfare. And it brings so many people together and gives so much pleasure. And on this International Hospitality Day, we celebrate that hospitality is fundamental to our lives. And what better way than to celebrate this around the world under the guidance and support of one of the greatest hospitality schools in the world, IIHM in India. India also leads the world in hospitality, in how hospitality should be done and received. The Indian culture has hospitality in its DNA, and we have much to learn from one another, but especially from this wonderful country of culture, of celebration in India. And I welcome all the students around the world, and especially the students at IIHM. You are on a wonderful journey, and that journey will lead you to great success and wonderful careers in hospitality. And I'm honoured to be here this morning, and I thank Dr. Bose, the pioneer of IIHM, the chairman, the CEO, for his wonderful initiatives, and of course Abdullah for all his hard work and the team at IIHM. So thank you very much, and I'm honoured to be with you this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Foskett. Ladies and gentlemen, moving forward, I'd like to invite Dr. Subarna Bose, Chairman and CEO, IIHM and Indy Smart Group, CEO, International Hospitality Council, London, for his welcome address. Over to you, Dr. Bose.
Thanks, Abdullah, and very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen from all over the world. Good afternoon from India right now, but good morning and good evening from all parts of the world, wherever you have logged in this absolutely fabulous 7th edition of the International Hospitality Day. As we celebrate this day, we celebrate hospitality after a very, very challenging year. The Hospitality Day was founded with the aim of giving back to the soldiers of our industry something which they deserve, a great recognition. We know that hospitality is one of the most passionate, most wonderful industry in the world. The International Hospitality Day was based on 3 pillars. They are promote hospitality, educate hospitality, and celebrate hospitality. Today, as we are all assembled here to celebrate hospitality, and as Professor Foskett right now said, to be human is to be hospitable. So to be human is to be hospitable has always been the mantra of all of us in the hospitality globe. We are a global industry. We are a world industry, and our industry is extremely passionate, and our people are equally passionate, determined. They are full of great resilience, as they've shown during the COVID time, and they are always striving to achieve the excellence. It's such a great pleasure for me to be here on the 7th edition of the International Hospitality Day and to celebrate a day with all of you, lovely people from all over the world. Our industry is also known for great commitment for the excellence, and our soldiers, who are our associates, our employees, our people are the most important. I always say that business is people. People is business. If you have the right people, if you have good people, then you do good business. Hospitality is all about people. I tell it to the leaders of the industry, and I tell it to the students of the industry, that it's all about us and you. It's all about people. And today, in the International Hospitality Day, we do exactly that. We always celebrate hospitality with the people. Our people every day work so hard, so diligently, so sincerely, and also always striving to achieve that excellence. and they are the nuts and the bolts of the industry. They are the people for which we exist. They are the people for which we survive and thrive. And today we recognize them as the heroes. Today, it's not we that are the heroes, but the people who run the industry. They are the heroes. The essence of the Hospitality Day is to give that recognition to the soldiers, the heroes of the industry. And that's exactly what we have been doing for the last 7 years. We have been extremely fortunate to have inducted some absolutely fabulous people in the Hall of Fame last 7 years. Includes the legendary Ratan Tata, Padma Shri Chef Sanjeev Kapoor, and of course, the favorite chef of all, Raymond Blanc. And we are also looking for Hall of Fame this year for someone who is very, very special. So with that, I like to congratulate all of you from all over the country, all over the world actually, who would be awarded very special award, the Lifetime Achievement Award, the huge contribution to the hospital industry award, the Rising Star Award, the Women Achievers Award, and of course, each hotel have nominated their people, that one of the employees, one of the associates of the hotel, they will be honored by their own general manager or their own senior leadership manager, and by us at IIHM and ISC at the International Hospital Council London, where we all belong to. So, like to congratulate all of these people who are going to get these awards for their hard work, for their resilience, for their selfless, passionate achievement, which is going to be recognized in the next few hours in different places of India and elsewhere. So once again, I'd like to thank the International Hospital Council for this. As I'd like to congratulate all of you who are here, and like to thank the industry, the general manager, the CEOs, the owners, who have been absolutely fantastic, who have been a great support to the ISC and IIHM, and without whose support, we cannot do anything. So today is a very special day for all our heroes of the industry. So let's salute to all our heroes as we celebrate the International Hospitality Day, the 7th International Hospitality Day. I'm Subarna Bose, right now reporting to you from IIHM Global Campus at Calcutta, and with me the entire colleague in different parts of the country and different parts of the world. Let's celebrate hospitality. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a big day in the life of a lot of people. Let's give a very, very big round of applause to all the heroes of the hospitality industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bose. And moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite Professor David Foskett, MBE and CMA Chairman, International Hospitality Council, to announce the hospitality stalwarts for the huge contribution worldwide. Over to you, Professor Foskett.
Again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It gives me an honor and a great pleasure to address you and to announce the Lifetime Achievement Award to Lord Karam Billamora of Chelsea, CBE, DL, FCA, founder and chairman of Cobra Beer, president of the Confederation of British Industry, the CBI. Lord Billamora is the founding chairman of the UK India Business Council, a deputy lieutenant of Greater London, a former chancellor of Thames Valley University, now the University of West London. He was the youngest university vice chancellor in the UK when appointed. He is one of the first 2 visiting entrepreneurs at the University of Cambridge. He is a founding member of the Prime Minister of India's Global Advisory Council. In 2006, Karam Billamora was appointed the Lord Billamora of Chelsea, making him the first ever Saurashtrian Parsi to sit in the House of Lords. In 2008, he was awarded the Pastry Bharati Samman by the President of India. He is an honorary fellow of Sydney Sussex College, Cambridge, and was chair of the advisory board of the Judge Business School, Cambridge University, from 2015 to 2020, and subsequently appointed as an honorary ambassador. He is qualified as a chartered accountant with Ernst & Young and graduated in law from the University of Cambridge. He is an alumni through executive education of the Cranfield School of Management, the London Business School, and the Harvard Business School. Since 2017, Lord Billamora has been a Byron Tudor Fellow at Kellogg College, University of Oxford. Lord Billamora is an honorary group captain in 601 Squadron, the Royal Air Force. In June 2020, he was appointed president of the Confederation of British Industry, the CBI. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it gives me enormous pleasure to introduce to you for the Award of Lifetime Achievement Award, the most distinguished, outstanding Lord Billamora of Chelsea. And I now invite Dr. Bose to say a few words.
Thank you so much, Professor Foskett. It's always a great pleasure to welcome someone like Lord Karan Billamora, as we are absolutely grateful and thankful and inducting him in the Lifetime Achievement Award of International Hospital Council on the International Hospital Day 2022. It's a great pleasure to have you, Lord Billamora. You are a friend of hospitality, and not just in UK, but in all over the world, including India. And it's such a great pleasure for all of us to have you with us. Congratulations, and look forward to see you, and of course, to have a cup of tea or coffee with you whenever I'm in London next time. So many congratulations, Lord Billamora. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Could I just check, Dr. Bose, that you can hear me and see me clearly?
Yes.
Marvelous. Well, I start by saying what an enormous privilege it is for me to receive this award. I'm genuinely humbled and absolutely delighted. Thank you to you, Dr. Suborna Bose. Thank you to you, Professor David Foskett. Thank you to IIHM and IHC. I see on my screen Delhi, where I was just last week with Prime Minister Boris Johnson. I see on the screen Hyderabad, where I was born. The first school I attended was in Hyderabad. I went to the Hyderabad Public School, and I went to Osmania University before I came to study here. I see on my screen Ahmedabad, where my great-grandmother Lily Tarapur lived, where my father grew up as a boy, and my grandmother, Rati Billamora, who lived till she was 100 years old, was from, and we still have our ancestral home, Naroji Hall, in Ahmedabad. And I see on the screen Bangalore, where I first brewed Cobra beer and exported it from Bangalore to India for 7 years. I wish I could be in every one of those places with you physically right now. And of course, Dr. Bose, you're in Calcutta, where I did my first ever business when I led the Cambridge University polo team after we'd beaten Oxford that year on our first ever tour of India. And the team played in both Delhi and in Calcutta, one of my favorite cities in the world. So this is phenomenal. As Professor David Foskett, who I've had the privilege of working with when he was head of the London School of Hospitality, the premier, one of the most famous hospitality schools in the world. Its alumni include the current head chef at Buckingham Palace, Mark Flanagan, the secretary of the Oxford and Cambridge Club, and many others. And Professor David Foskett is a legend, and this is no exaggeration, in our industry worldwide. The Theory of Catering, the book that he publishes, is soon going to be in its 20th edition, and it is a must-read for any catering student anywhere in the world. It's been my privilege to write the foreword over the years. So I would just like to convey a couple of messages as I accept this very, very prestigious award. Firstly, the UK and India, to me, it's such an important relationship, a relationship where, with the Prime Ministerial visit with Boris Johnson last week, We are scratching the surface. Our bilateral trade is 24 billion pounds. We should be doing more than double that. We're about to sign a free trade agreement, and I'm delighted to say that both Prime Minister Boris Johnson and Industry and Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal, the target is to sign the deal by Diwali. My business, Cobra Beer, that I founded nearly just 3 decades ago, has been founded on the hospitality industry. Today, we supply in the UK alone 7,000 restaurants. Those restaurants gave me my first break. Those restaurants allowed me to sell my beer, and for customers to try this beer, they gave me a chance, and I will never forget it. The lessons I learned earlier on, delivering the beer door to door to the restaurants, the lessons I learned from the restaurateurs in entrepreneurship, in the way that they were pioneering entrepreneurs, but they always put back into their local communities, are lessons I will never forget. They will always be my foundation. They will always be my base. Although Cobra is now sold in every supermarket chain and exported to 40 countries around the world, it is the restaurants, the hospitality industry that is our base. And have we suffered as an industry throughout this pandemic? Around the world, there have been lockdowns, and where there were lockdowns, the hospitality industry has suffered hugely. But we have been resilient, and we have been through hell. But as Winston Churchill says, if you're going through hell, keep going. And we've kept going, and here we are. We've survived against all the odds, and we will continue to succeed. Thank you, Professor Foskett, for the very kind introduction. Being the first person of Indian origin to be president of the Confederation of British Industry, the equivalent of the CII in India, is a matter of great pride for me. To have been Chancellor, the youngest Chancellor of Thames Valley University, where Professor Dave Foskett used to be, now at the University of West London, was a great privilege. Being the first Indian to be Chancellor for Russell Group University, one of the largest universities in the UK, the University of Birmingham in Great Britain, is a matter of great pride for me. So I've been lucky to get all these opportunities, and I've only been lucky to get these opportunities because of the foundation that the hospitality industry has given me. And I've seen firsthand that this industry succeeds because of hard work. There is no shortcut. This industry succeeds. The chefs, the huge amount of work, they're creative, they're innovative, and it's an industry of entrepreneurs that strive to do the best. And my motto at Cobra Beer that applies to our industry is to aspire and achieve against all odds with integrity. So I conclude with this. I know that you're all passionate about what you do. I'm passionate about our industry. Thank you for your support. In the words of Saint Jerome, good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better best. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. And now it gives me enormous pleasure and honor to present to you for another Lifetime Achievement Award, Mr. Dhawan Gautam Anand, Founding Trustee, Cuisine India, Foundational former Executive of Vice President, ITC Hotels. Dhawan Gautam Anand is an alumnus of Cornell University. He began his journey with ITC in 1980 and has been instrumental in the commissioning of ITC Katia, Hyderabad. He was successfully launched ITC Gardenia, Bengaluru, ITC Grand Kola, Chennai, Welcome Hotel, Jaipur, and more recently, ITC Grand Bharat, Gurgaon, New Delhi, Capital Region. I now hand over to Dr. Bose to congratulate Mr. Anand.
Thank you very much, Professor Foskett. It's always a great pleasure to congratulate a person whom I adore and respect so much for whatever he has given to the hospital industry. He has been an absolutely fantastic, par excellent hospitality leader, and we are today very grateful that he has agreed to accept the Lifetime Achievement Award of the International Hospitality Council on the 7th International Hospital Day. Mr. Gautam Anand is a legend in all forms, and we are absolutely delighted to have him inducted in the Lifetime Achievement Award list. So many congratulations, Mr. Anand, and with all your support, I'm sure that our students would gain a lot, as you have already done in the past. So thank you very much for your guidance, your cooperation, your support, and your commitment to bring the best student for the hospital industry of the future. We're delighted to have you with us. Congratulations once again, and thank you so much for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Foster, Dr. Bose. Assumptions become a self-fulfilling prophecy, and with the Lifetime Achievement, I am now adorned my spectacles to read, and I came prepared with a small speech, mostly because I'm overwhelmed by your presence, and of course the presence of my dear friend, Mr. Bill, who's very sharp and it's nice to interact. So I call this acceptance the moment. So the moment when, after many years of hard work and a long voyage, you stand in the center of your room, hotel, house, half acre, square mile, island, country, knowing at last how you got there, and say, I own this. It's the same moment when the trees unloose their soft arms from around you, birds take back their language, the cliffs fissures and collapse, the air moves back from where you like a wave, and you breathe different. You know the whisper. You own nothing. You are a visitor time after time, climbing the hill, planting the flag, proclaiming, we never belonged to you. You never found us. It was always the other way around. Well, that's an illusion of pessimism. A new landscape ushers in new initiatives, new relationships, new engagements, and participation in the joys and sorrows of friends and family. Xmas, New Year, Diwali, and I say Diwali because for the 35 years that I work wisely, I've always spent Diwali at work. Eid with joy and freedom, and many students of the IIHM, which I think is amongst the finest institutions in the world. And I had the pleasure of, taking them on a round of 2 hotels with Mr. Abdullah, YTC Grand Bharat, and the Chair of New Delhi. Right? Such a life is a new life, right? And the universe whispers, you are free. So we are free now to do things that we want to do. Life means all that is ever meant is the same as it always was. There is absolutely an unbroken continuity. What is the change but a circle of karma? Why should I be out of mind because I'm out of sight? I am, but available for you everywhere, somewhere, very near, not in the corner office. I am no longer in the corner office, but in an office just around the corner. All is well. अपनी अलग है अदा, with your permission, अपनी अलग है अदा, कभी किया ना डरो, ना हुए इतने बदनाम, ना हुए इतने मशहूर. That my style is differentiated. I kept arrogance in check, was not known for notoriety, was never very famous, just a face in the crowd. But on a happier moment, I put forth, with your permission, Professor Bose always gets really abused with my couplets, but I'd like to abuse it because he's such a fantastic man. And this is a quotation from the Bal Jibreel, Sitaro se aage jahan aur bhi hai. So this is life after life. And it says, Tu Shaheen hai, parwaaz hai, kaam tera. Tu Shaheen hai, parwaaz hai, kaam tera. Tere samne aasmaan aur bhi hai. What it really means is you are a falcon. We are all falcons. Soaring high is your nature. There are skies yet for you to conquer. So thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, and especially Professor Foster, Professor Bose, Mr. Abdullah for the graciousness and the courtesy provided to me for the 40 years that I spent in ITC hotels. Thank you.
Professor Foskett, will just take 1 minute to felicitate and use this time to felicitate Devan Saab. Give me a minute.
So what happened when IIHM called me for war? They all went, it's like a sucker. I feel like I am getting married, I'm getting a sucker. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Over to you, Professor Foskett. Professor Foskett will request you to unmute, please. Thank you.
Yes, congratulations once again. It now gives me a great pleasure and honor to introduce to you for the Lifetime Achievement Award, Jose Dominic, co-founder of CGH Earth. Jose Dominic is a legendary figure in the Indian travel sector and a highly respected pioneer of sustainable and responsible tourism. He was the co-founder of CGH Earth. The casino group was renamed into CGH Earth, with CGH standing for Casino Group of Hotels, but also describing the core values of the company: clean, green, and healthy. In the beginning, he couldn't have imagined how great his influence in tourism in Kerala would be. So congratulations to you, and over to Dr. Bose to congratulate Mr. Jose Dominic.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Professor Foskett. And it's my great privilege to congratulate the legendary Mr. Jose Dominic, who has been a legendary hotelier and hospitality genius. And of course, most importantly, a person who led the green revolution in the hospital industry as a pioneer. He is one of the most sought after and most famous eco-friendly and eco-tourism exponents in the Indian tourism and hospital industry. It's our great pleasure and privilege and honor to award him the Lifetime Achievement Award of the International Hospital Council London on the International Hospital Day today. So I'm absolutely delighted to have Mr. Jose Dominic among us. So many congratulations and thank you so much, Mr. Dominic, for agreeing to accept this very prestigious award. Thank you.
Self with your name in case you're there on the Zoom. Requesting the teams to check back. Over to you, Professor Foskett.
So Mr. Dominic is not there, no? No. Okay, we now move on to the next Lifetime Achievement Award. Again, a great honor and pleasure to introduce to you Cavaliere Subhash Arora, President of Delhi Wine Club and Indian Wine Academy, editor of Del Wine, awardee of the Merite de OIV 2011. He was awarded the title of Cavaliere, a sort of equivalent of Padma Shri, by the President of Italy for promoting Italian wines and through that culture. He was also honored by getting a Medal of Merit for selfishly promoting wine culture globally. He is the only Indian who has been singly honored through his award by OIV, the UN type of organization of about 47 state members. Formerly President Sumit Bhattara Patel had signed the decree, making India as a member of the OIV. And over to you, Dr. Bose, to congratulate the Cavalier, Subhash Arora.
Thank you so much, Mr. David Foskett, for a very, very nice introduction to somebody who has almost single-handedly promoted wines and wine education as well in India. It's my great privilege and it's my great honor to have with us a good friend, Mr. Subhash Arora, who has been possibly the first wine person of India. And today, whatever wines are making a big buzz in Indian hospitality circle, I think a lot of credit goes to Mr. Subhash Arora. So it's my great pleasure to congratulate Mr. Arora on this very prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award of the International Hospitality Council London and IIHM on the International Hospitality Day. Many congratulations, Mr. Arora. Please carry on the brilliant work which you are doing. We are absolutely very, very proud of you, and we would be with you for whatever support we can give. And we are absolutely delighted to have you with us today in person in our Delhi celebration of the International Hospitality Day. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Bose, and thank you, David. Wine goes very well with food. How many of you believe in that? Okay. Others don't drink wine here. How many of you don't drink wine here? Thank God. Okay, so wine goes with food, and wine helps make good friends, and wine goes wonderfully well with hospitality. I think it's a very key component, at least in F&B part of hospitality, and like Billamora said, about all the chefs and all the fantastic food that they cook all over the world, it's wine that gives synergy to that food and adds to it, and I think it's a great component of business, career, pleasure, all kinds of things. Wine encompasses that. I, an engineer from IIT Delhi, got sucked into wine many years ago, and like the boss said, I have been promoting wine as a culture for about 25 years. I would not say I gave up a business, but I got hooked to wine promotion and wine education, and I'm glad I did that, because I think it's really the passion today that should drive you, and I love the accolades I get from my friends, followers, clients or whatever all over the world. Gives me immense pleasure, but nothing like an award like this. Lifetime, as I say, it does not mean it's the end of my wine career, but it's a recognition which I really cherish. And I'm very, very appreciative of Dr. Subhash Bose to have thought about me. I have been doing it, like I said, for the last 20-25 years, and I do hope to continue, and I feel very inspired by your good work, and I hope people like you supporting me, supporting wine. I think, I don't know, all of you know it or not, but I find IIHM to be one institute in India which really understands wine and it promotes in a very nice way. I know the kind of tours they conduct abroad and wineries in India, and the people who come out, they have their career well set to rise in the hospitality industry. And I'm very, very glad that IIHM is in the forefront of this activity. So thank you very much, and I really appreciate the honor that has given to me. Thank you, both.
Thank you. Professor Foskett will take a minute to felicitate Mr. Arora. 1 second. Sir, if you could just come in the center, and we'll be happy to thank you so very much. Such an honor, sir. On behalf of Dr. Bose. Over to you, Professor Foskett.
Now it gives me enormous pleasure and an honour to introduce to you the Lifetime Achievement Award, Steve Monkley, President of the Craft Guild of Chefs UK. Presently a private consultant chef working on numerous projects after a 25-year successful stint as award-winning executive chef of the Royal Garden Hotel, Kensington, London, and a highly acclaimed Minjiang restaurant in the Royal Garden. Ambassador for the Grand Cuisine Academy, a training platform for trainee chefs to use as support for their learning. He has been a senior judge at the Young Chef Olympiad, the world's largest culinary competition for young chefs. At the Craft Guild of Chefs, he has been vice president, recipient of the Order of Merit, the highest accolade of the Guild, governorship, past chairman, freeman of the Worshipful Company of Cooks, honorary professor and fellow of the University of West London, trustee for the Victor Cesarani Hospitality Student Memorial Scholarship, and has received the Katie's Hotel Chef of the Year award. Unfortunately, Steve Monkley cannot be with us today, but he sends his best regards. He's very humbled and honoured to receive this award, and he said he would be very honoured to work more closely with IIHM, and congratulates IIHM on the wonderful initiatives as one of the leading hotel schools in the world. Over to you, Dr. Bose, if you wish to say one or two words. Thank you.
Professor Foskett, it's always a great honor to say a few words about somebody like David Monkley, a chef par excellence. And we have worked closely this time in the Young Chef Olympiad as well. And we are absolutely honored and privileged to have him inducted in the Lifetime Achievement Award in the International Hospital Day 2022. So many congratulations. I know that he's stuck in a very important diplomatic duty. So, but then we would be expecting him to come for a function in a near future. So many congratulations to Professor Monkley. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bose. And now it gives me great honor and a pleasure to introduce the IHC Entrepreneur of the Year Award to Sarah Hartnett, pastry chef and chocolate consultant creator of the IIHM Entrepreneur of the Year Award for her Hartnett Artisan Chocolate Company. Sarah Hartnett is a very enthusiastic pastry chef with a love of all things pastry, chocolate and coffee. In the year October 2020, she launched her own chocolate brand, Hartnett Artisan Chocolate, which is made with 100% sustainable Belgian chocolate. As a consultant, she has extensive experience in the UK and Ireland markets, across Europe and the Middle East. Also in developing inspirational products with Barry Cullerbrand products, and is an ambassador of IPC, De Oscar and Lorama nuts for both the gourmet and industrial markets. She feels very strongly about the education and has been actively involved in teaching, training and assessing exams for students for the past 15 years at various colleges. In 2014, she was awarded a professional fellowship for excellence in education from Westminster Kingsway College in recognition for her contribution to education. She is co-chairperson of the Royal Academy of Culinary Arts Annual Awards of Excellence, which is held annually. Unfortunately, Sarah cannot be with us today. She's otherwise engaged with chocolate, but she sends her best wishes. She is deeply honoured and privileged to have this award, to receive this award. She hopes to work more closely with IIHM in the future, especially with their pastry courses and their chocolate hotel. She is a young, dynamic entrepreneur, and I would now ask Dr. Bose to just say one or two words. Thank you, Dr. Bose.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Professor Foskett. It's our great honor to have pastry chef Sarah as a young entrepreneur. the Entrepreneur of the Year award for the International Hospitality Council award list of the 2022, and I joined all the person from IIHM, especially the chefs and especially the pastry chef from IIHM and everyone in the leadership team to congratulate Chef Sarah on this great achievement and look forward to work with Chef Sarah in future. So many congratulations to Chef Sarah. I am sure that we'll meet her very soon and we'll have her to do some classes for our students also. Thank you so much. Thank you.
It now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you for the IHC Entrepreneur of the Year Award, Mr. John Wood, Michelin star chef, formerly executive chef of the Burj Arab and founder of Kitchen Cut, for the IIHC Entrepreneur of the Year Award. John has worked both nationally and internationally at some of the best establishments in the world and has a proven track record of running and being an integral part of so many very successful and innovative kitchens and restaurants throughout the world. John's career has taken him to Europe, Asia, South Africa, and Dubai, working only in five-star establishments, including the Via Juristen in Hamburg, the Mount Nelson in Cape Town, and the Island Shangri-La, Hong Kong. He has also worked extensively in UK at the prestigious Savoy, the Dorchester, and the Clifton hotels, the latter of which John gained a Michelin star in Wardo's restaurant. At the seven-star Burj Arab Hotel was his final stint as executive chef, where John has achieved a Michelin star, 4 rosettes, and 8 out of 10 for Good Food Guide. After working as a chef for over 25 years in the hospitality industry, John Wood set up his own consultancy business in 2007 and launched an online consultancy website called Kitchen Cut in 2012. He has been a senior judge at the Young Chef Olympiad, the world's largest culinary competition. John Wood is a most distinguished and well-known chef internationally, and it gives great pleasure to introduce him for this Entrepreneur of the Year Award. Over to you, Dr. Bose.
Thank you so much, Professor Foskett, and many congratulations to John Wood, whom I know for a very long time now. He has been absolutely an hospitality genius, a chef par excellence, and now his company, the Kitchen Cut, is one of the very few food tech company in the world. And several institutions, several hotels in the world use the Kitchen Cut, and it goes to the credit of John to create this Kitchen Cut platform, which actually has brought in a lot of technology in the kitchen much before the COVID. And we are very fortunate to have John with us today. So many congratulations, John Wood, for the very prestigious Entrepreneur of the Year award from the International Hospitality Council London, and of course supported by IIHM. You have been an absolutely fantastic mentor also, and a very senior judge in the Young Chef Olympiad, and your support and your sense of developing the next generation of young hospitality graduate has been brilliant. So on that note, I'd like to salute you for this huge contribution you have been doing year after year, and congratulations once again for this prestigious award. Thank you so much, John Wood. Thank you so much, David Foskett.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Bose. Thank you very much, David Foskett, and thank you, Abdullah, and the whole team at IIHM. IIHM is like my second family, I call them now. I've been over there so many times and been part of the YCO, and the people in there are just brilliant. And I'm honoured today to be given this award and to be recognised in this way. And also from the IHC as well, thank you very much for the support as well over the years. And it's a great privilege and an honour to be associated and to achieve and be given this award today. And I'd just like to say thank you very much for all your support. And you know, as always, you have my full support, and that will continue in many years to come. And hopefully we can all get together in India next year for YCO. And I very much look forward to it. And thank you again for everything you do. And it is an absolute privilege and an honor to be associated and be recognized with this award. Thank you.
Thank you, John. It now gives me enormous pleasure and honor to introduce to you for the Rising Star of the Year award, which goes to Alistair Burt, Senior Head Pastry Chef of the world-renowned retail store Harrods in Knightsbridge. Alistair's passion for cooking started at an early age and achieved an A star in food technology. Alongside a degree course at the University of West London, he underwent an extensive one-to-one training with Yolandi Stanley MCA and was elected to join the UK skills team, which competed in Canada in 2009. This culminated in representing the UK at the arduous World Skills 4-day competition in Calgary, Canada, where he was placed 5th, the highest ever world place for UK pastry chef, winning the coveted Medallion of Excellence. In addition to this, he collected 2 gold medals at Hotel Olympia and gained 1st place in the Academy of Culinary Arts Annual Award of Excellence. Became the youngest ever to be member to be invited to design and construct a chocolate dress for a fashion show hosted by Coco Barry Cabrio. In 2013, he was awarded a coveted Acorn Award. In that year, he was also invited to China by the British Council to participate in a tour of schools and colleges, promoting skilled labour. In 2015, he competed again in the UK World Chocolate Masters, where in the heat, he won 3 out of 4 categories and came 1st overall. This led him to compete in the World Chocolate Masters in Paris against 19 other chocolate masters from across the world. He was at William Curley's for over 6 years and rose to head chocolatier, responsible for everything in chocolate in the business. Within 3 years, he was head of overall production operations. In 2016, he joined the Harrods as head pastry chef. He is also the brand ambassador for Coco Barry. So it gives me great pleasure, Dr. Bose, to hand over to you to congratulate Mr. Alistair Burt.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Professor Foskett. It gives me such a great pleasure and honor to congratulate this very young, dynamic rising star, Chef Alistair Burt. And I, on behalf of the entire team at ISC London and at IIHM, would like to congratulate him for what he has done at a very, very young age. I am sure that he will rise to become one of the biggest and the best pastry chef in the world. And he will be very soon, over the next few years, will be getting the lifetime achievement from you, David. So all my best wishes, my most heartiest congratulations to the Chef Alistair and from all of us in India and from ISC. So many congratulations, Alistair. Carry on the great work you are doing and keep focused. And you are our rocking star. You are the rising star today. And we are absolutely delighted to have you with us today in the International Hospitality Council Award Ceremony. Thank you so much.
Over to you, Alistair, to say a few words.
First off, just a massive thank you. It's a huge honour to be here and to be nominated for this award. As you can see, I'm still in my busy kitchen, 2 floors under Knightsbridge, London, hopefully training the next generation of pastry chefs and trying to lead the way a little bit here. Thank you, Mr. Foskett. Always a pleasure speaking to you and being in your presence and reading your books, studying at University of West London as well back in the day. So thank you very much. I'm honoured, and hopefully I can live up to this award and do great things.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Over to you, Abdullah.
Thank you so much, Professor David Foskett. Thank you, Dr. Bose. And I'll request my colleagues in Shari to come in. Sanchari, are you there? I guess some internet issues happening. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite Dr. Suborna Bose for the vote of thanks and to say a few words before we close the online ceremony and proceed to the offline. Over to you, Dr. Bose.
Thank you so much, Abdullah. Thank you so much for the first. Thank you to all the persons who are all over the world witnessing this absolutely fantastic award ceremony on the occasion of the Hospital 2022, which was on the 24th, but then 24th was Sunday, and we decided to host the celebration today. As we say that today we celebrate hospitality. We celebrate the success and we celebrate the resilience. We celebrate the spirit of hospitality. And let me congratulate once again all the wonderful hospitality people, the person, the stalwarts, the youngsters, the women achievers, the rising star, the entrepreneurs for their huge contribution to make hospitality such an fantastic, such an passionate, and such an exciting place to be in. And as we say that, all our young heroes who would be now nominated from different cities of India for the best performer by their hotels would now follow. So let me thank all our friends from all over the world, friends from media also, and all our students and everybody associated with the International Hospital Council and IIHM to make this international part of the celebration such a huge success. A very special thank to Professor David Foskett, who has always been a legend. As Lord Billamora mentioned, you are a legend, Professor Foskett. It's our great honor, and we are very grateful and fortunate to have you with us as our chairman. And with that, I'd like to thank everyone and like to hand over to Sanchari and Abdullah to close this ceremony. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Bose. Thank you, everybody, for logging in. It was a pleasure to have you all with us. And this concludes the online ceremony. Thank you so much, everybody, for logging in.
Swagatam Kushamadi, welcome Swadika,
Bienvenue,
Swagatam Kushamadi,
Shalom,
welcome Swadika.
IIHM calls you in with arms wide open, one true friend. Swagatam, Kushamadid, you are welcome, oh my Habib.
Swagatam Kushamadi, IIHM is what we need. Welcome home, Swadika. We love to serve you, marhaba.
Grow, innovate, the gift you got. Realize your potential, stop you not. One inspiration, true serenity. 50 nations and hospitality is what brings us together on April 24th. We all are here together to take the leap of faith.
Come celebrate international